What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video I am bringing you guys kind of a weird video. These are some items that I had left over from Halloween collections that I had not been able to test out or review in any form or fashion. This is going to be a first impressions, very strictly a first impressions. I will actually come back at the end of the night to give you guys the review on like how these wore, because I was also doing a wear test on a bronzer, this bronzer to be particular, the ColourPop bronzer in Bits and Pieces. And for this video I will be talking about this palette, which is the OMFG Lexicon palette, as well as I will be talking about this highlighter, which is from Andy Candy Makeup. Now, both of these products I purchased during October. I got them either during October or very early November, but I have not been able to get any ability to touch them. Since actually recording this video, I have already gotten my feelings on this palette, but I will be doing a separate video on this palette to give you guys my full review on it. And as for this highlighter, you guys will be getting my review on it at the end of this video. So long intro over. If you guys are interested in seeing how I enjoyed these two eyeshadows, these two products, then just keep watching. I did not get this look on my eyes with this palette. I forgot to do my intro, so I'm just redoing an intro. But yeah, alrighty, I'm done talking, I promise. Let's get into it. Hey guys, so like I said in the intro, today I'm going to be using some leftover Halloween / fall makeup that I was not able to test out during my indie week. And it's only really two items. One is an eyeshadow palette, and it is the Lexicon eyeshadow palette by OMFG Cosmetics. This was a pretty pricey palette, but I thought it was special. And I really love Halloween, so I went ahead and went for the splurge. I'm just gonna zoom in so you guys can see the colors. These are the only two mattes. Everything else is a shimmer. And I have not touched this palette. I've purposely not touched it so that we both can get a first review at the same time. Listening to her talk about this palette, the owner was telling me that basically you use the white or the black as a base. So I didn't even think about it. I already set my lids with my Sugar Pill Taco eyeshadow, but what I'm going to do is get some crease colors from another palette. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this Block Party palette. I've already used it once on my channel. I believe I used it on my channel. Yeah, I used it in a Get Ready With Me, one of my latest Get Ready With Me's. So I'm just going to go ahead and use some of these colors just to build up a crease really quickly. And then we can use the other palette. Alrighty, so I think that's a decent base. I'm not trying to do anything crazy today. What I'm really interested in seeing how these shades go on my lid. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a couple of really quick swatches. Since I have a white base, let's go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and put a couple of swatches of this white on my arm. All right, so I did about 4 swatches, and there's 2 pinks and a couple of purples. So we'll go between those shades to determine which one goes on my lid, or what combinations I'm gonna use on my lid. There's 2 more purples. Okay, so this one is Potions Next one is Spellbound. This one is Witchcraft. This one is Love Spell. This one is Uja. And this one is Witch Please. Ooh, okay. So I definitely want to use Spellbound. That one has a crazy green shift to it. And that's a pink. Wow, okay. That has a crazy shift to it. That's the only one I see that I'm really dying to get. So let me go ahead and... Do I want to cut my lid? I'm not cutting my lid. I can't be bothered today. So we're just gonna take Spellbound and put that in the inner part of my lid. Oh my gosh. I'm hoping you guys can really see that duochrome. That is crazy because it looks pink in the pan, but it definitely is a green. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna do one side with you guys on camera and then I will hop off. What do I want to do in the middle of my lid? Okay, I think I'm gonna go for Love Spell, which was one of the more reddy purples next. And I am applying these with the dry brush. I will go back and do these with the wet brush so we can see how they apply, if the metallic portion of it gets a little bit more metallic. And now I'm just going to go back and forth between those two shades I've used just so that I can blend it nicely. That's beautiful. Now I'm just gonna go in with the last shade, and because that inner corner had such a crazy green duochrome, I'm gonna go into one shadow that I did not swatch, and it is Bubble Bubble Toil and Trouble. And that is a green, well, it appears to be green in the pan. We'll see what it looks like on my eyeball. But yeah, it is a green. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. And I'm just gonna go back and forth between that and Love Spell, just to blend those beautifully. And hopefully you guys can see, you know what, let me zoom in. All right, so hopefully you guys can see now what's going on down there. It looks beautiful. It's not extremely metallic, but the actual colors that are being like reflected off my eye right now is beautiful. So what I'm gonna do is find my Fix Plus. All right, so I got my Fix Plus. So now what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and try and amplify the shades on my lid because they're beautiful, but they're not very metallic. So I just went ahead and went with Love Spell, which is that first shade, and we're just gonna reapply right on top. Okay, I think it made a slight difference, but nothing really dramatic. Oh, I don't know where anything is today. Okay, now I'm gonna go into Love Spell, which was the second shade, and I'm just gonna go ahead and wet it too. Let's just go ahead and apply that one. Now I'm just gonna blend between the two like I did before. Okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and try to maximize that green on my outer lid. Honestly, that would probably pop more on the black than on this white, but it's okay. I will just go with what I have. All right, so that is my upper lid. What I'm gonna do is go ahead, no, let's just go ahead and finish this eye while I have you guys here. So I need to choose an inner corner highlight area or color. And since I have a couple of different colors, what I think I'm going to do is take the blue, the lightest blue, which is Karma is a Witch, and just put that in my inner corner. And that is going green. Oh my gosh, I can't with this palette today. I am going to be a crazy little colorful ball going to class. What's new? Okay, and then what I'm gonna do is just do a really quick lower lash line with the two shadows I used from the Suva Beauty Block Party palette. So the darkest shade I used was Drunk Love. So we're just gonna put that right against my lash line. And then I'm just gonna use that same pencil brush I did my inner corner with and just blend it out. I think this is the Sigma one. I don't really like that one for blending. That's too stiff. Where are my nice pencil brushes? Dirty, I'd assume. Oh, here's a good one. Okay, now I'm just gonna use this Peach and Pearl one. And we're just gonna blend it out. Super simple look. Super simple look. What I'm gonna do now is hop off camera. I'm gonna put liquid liner, mascara, and do everything else to this eye, and then I will be back to finish out this Halloween leftover makeup look. Give me a second. Alrighty guys, so I am back. I have now done both eyes. I did my waterline. I used the ColourPop gel liner in my waterline. I did my lips. For my lips, I used a Chrisana and Cosmetics liquid lipstick in Slay. It's a really nice dark purple burgundy situation. For my blush, I used the Obsessions pink blush palette. I just did a combination of the really neutral one and the lighter pink because I didn't want to have too much blush. And then the only other Halloween makeup item that I have currently in my collection is this highlighter. I said I was going to purchase it and I did. It's the Andy Candy makeup highlighter in Serial Killer. This one I purchased because I don't have a red highlighter. I have a green highlighter, so I figured let's not purchase too many duplicates. So it's a really pretty marbled situation. Looks like fake blood, blah de blah. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and swirl. Oh my lord, I got a lot of product. Ooh, let's knock that off. And now let's interesting. So I think what's going on with this highlighter is that the white is the actual highlighter and the red is there as like a pigment, if you will. So do keep that in mind. But because they have that red pigment on the highlighter, it does not look crazy on me. Not that I would mind having a white highlighter on me, but yeah, that is what it looks like. I'm just gonna go ahead and apply it to the rest of my face. I do worry, now that I'm really digging into this, that after I get over this top layer, there won't be any other red pigment in the highlighter. So it's definitely gonna, I think it's gonna be a different color the more I use this, but I like this. This isn't too much, and because I'm going to class, I really don't need too much going on. I already got enough going on with my eyes, and I'm just gonna go ahead and highlight the rest of my face. Yeah, once you get through that top layer, there is no more red. Ooh, Lord. Okay, well, good Lord. Okay. So I'm just gonna go kind of get this highlighter situation together, because this is a lot even for me. So yeah, give me 1 second and then we can close out this little really short video. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I used the Lexicon palette, which was one of my only other Halloween fall release palettes that I purchased, I believe. Now I have a couple other fall releases, but this is my only other Halloween release. And then the Andy Candy highlighter, which was my only other Halloween release. So this is going to be a super late Halloween tutorial, but I wanted to try these items out. I think this is a beautiful look. It's an intense one, but I think it's a beautiful one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do wait for it. I am going to be doing a dedicated video on this palette, and I will be giving you guys more information on it. So do wait on it if you're interested. And yeah. Hey guys, so I know I said that my video ended, but since I came back to do a check-in / closing remarks on my bronzer hunt today, I figured I would go ahead and bring you guys some closing remarks on the products that I used in this random Halloween, super late Halloween item tutorial. So as you can see, let me actually zoom in. Give me 1 second. Let me get the last product and then I'll zoom in. So as you guys can see, don't judge the shininess. I did powder, but these lights really will attach to any form of shine on your behind. So as you can see, the highlighter is beautiful. The highlighter is beautiful. It honestly looks like a rose gold on my complexion. I don't know if it's the combination of the highlighter and the bronzer or what. I am really enjoying this highlighter. I think it just took a little time to warm up on my skin, but basically after I finished that video, I went and looked at myself in the mirror in my bathroom. I was like, sis, you baby. So I really do like this highlighter, and I would recommend it for darker complexions. This is once again the Andy Candy makeup highlighter in Serial Killer. I really do like this formula. If I didn't have as many green highlighters as I do, maybe I'll purchase the other one, because the other one is not limited edition, so I'm not rushing to get that one. Next, I wanted to talk about my eye makeup. The Silver Beauty eyeshadows worked beautifully. So I think I have now really formulated my opinion on that palette. So I will be giving you guys a review on that palette fully and a review roundup. I have about 6 to 7 palettes I'm ready to review. I might go ahead and do one late this month and then another one in December, because I have about 6 or 7 palettes already waiting to be tested out. And then for the Lexicon palette, that was honestly the main star of this show, the shadows are beautiful. I mean, they're still there on my lid. Don't get me wrong, these are definitely not metallic eyeshadows in my opinion. These are definitely more shimmery and they're definitely thinner. This part, if you look really closely, I'll try to zoom in. If you look really closely in the inner corner of my lid, some of the shadow did already crack off my eye. I don't know if that's because of my natural oils or if the shadow is that thin. This is the first time that I'm testing out this palette. Let me zoom out. This is the first time I'm testing out this palette, so I don't really know what it is. I will, of course, do a full review on this probably in the next round of review roundup. Probably not the one that you guys are going to see in November. So as of right now, I love the colors that are in this palette. Let me completely zoom out. What am I doing? So as of right now, I love the colors that are in this palette because they're so unique. They may look one way in this pan, but when I put them on my eye, I was completely shocked. So I really love that aspect of it. And because I don't have very many duochrome pressed shadows, I'm perfectly happy purchasing this palette. But would I recommend it for the amount of the price that I paid for it? Probably not, especially if you already have duochromes from a brand that's in the United States. If you live in the US, I would not recommend this brand because this was expensive. I'll put it to you this way, it was in the Pat McGrath realm after conversions and shipping. Okay, so I'm happy that I have it because I would have dreaded not purchasing it, honestly, just because of this cover. But the shadows inside are not disappointing me. They're thin, so I wish they were a thicker formula, but the duochrome aspect of it is beautiful. So I'm really excited to really get a full picture of all of these shadows. I will be testing out each and every shadow. And other than that one in my inner third, the other two worked beautifully. So I don't know what it was. And then of course, because of my glasses, the one in my actual tear duct is kind of removed as well, but it's something funky about that one shade. So I will try and rewear it, see what's going on with it, and I will bring you guys a full review later. So yeah, I hope this time you guys really did enjoy this video, and as always, y'all, it has been real. Peace.